So, I'm making this video to make my point very clear. Because the video before the last one, I said, I hate God, goodbye, and welcome. That is the headline. I basically said, I'm now the girl I hate God, goodbye, and welcome to this new era. In some way, it's still the same. Not that I hate God. Right now, I'm giving God a chance. Cause why? In the midst of my anger and hatred towards God, because why would I? I did not choose to say, I'm going to sacrifice my arm for God and I'm going to raise it up. And if it dies, it dies. This is my gift to God. This is my sacrifice for God. I did not say I'm going to sacrifice for God and not eat a specific food, not go to a specific place, never go enter a theater. I never said anything of that sort in regards to that. Technically, I said it in a sense that I'm going to leave singing because I know I have the tools to sing. The skill, it needs more development, but it's been developed to a good level. I decided I was going to do that for like choirs and church stuff only. That's the only thing I've ever made like a vow in a sense. Not even a vow. I just felt like better I keep it that way, even though I sound better singing pop songs. So that's the only vow, even though it was never a vow, it was just like I choose to do that. Make my gift, that gift or tool that I have, capability to sing. You see, the tool is there, the skill needs more development. Anyways, for church and God stuff. But I guess that's changing now that I'm not Christian and that's not changing. You see, I didn't ask for these promises either. They seemed good when they were promised. Seemed good. So when God is like, hey, instead of what you're asking for, I'm gonna give you some good stuff, some stuff that's gonna make you feel felt and good and loved, and you will never be in want. I was like, me suffering, saving myself as an Uber driver. Sure. Okay. Now that I'm going to give you these things, you have to trust me and do these things. So I decided, all right, God, I'm going to trust you and do these things. And so I did these things, whichever these things were, which resulted in attacks, problems. Me being by myself in all of it. Because even if I had somebody in that moment, that person will turn around and bite me in my back, stab me in my back. Even at this very moment, I've seen somebody who was had my back, now doesn't. But that's the fickleness of humans. And then if it's not just that, it's the fact that the promises itself that was promised to be good. So it's supposed to, God gave me a vision of a good husband, a husband that, caters to your every need. And I'm not saying like I'm going to be selfish about it and take all of it and not share it. I'm a kind giving person, so I'm going to be giving love. That's who I am. But I would receive love because I'm a giver. I don't use it, receive. So I was looking forward to, a husband that just wants to be your husband and that loves you and just adores you and literally dates and everything about you. Like, So I was like, God, can I get that defends you, protects you, heals you in their love? That's the kind of thing God showed me, right? And when God showed me, I was like, I can't get it this year. a girl that was running away from marriage because I seen marriage in our own parents' marriage, and I said none of that shit for me. I'd rather not get married than to have married that is as shitty as I've seen some marriages. I'm not saying all of that like that, but some that I've experienced firsthand. Shit, I will not tolerate. And I was like, oh, can I get it? And God showed me good promises. Even me. And I didn't know we won't reach 200 million because now God said He's going to double it since I talk about hating God. Okay? God told me to trust Him. He's going to double it since then. I didn't say yes until something else, but I'll get there. So, I was going to get 10 million at the time to do the things I've always dreamed of doing. Not about no queen shit, yeah. And I'll be Miss World, which I thought I would be entering a pageant to do. Me now, doing what God asked to get these promises and getting attacked by your own flesh and blood. Get attacked by your own church family. People who knew you from you were a child. Being left alone, nearly raped, homeless, barely eat some days. The same person that's supposed to be in the vision, that's supposed to give you enriching love, that's supposed to help heal some wounds you had, is attacking you, lying about you, not literally, figuratively spit in your face, stab you in your back, and hurt you physically and emotionally and spiritually and more, over and over and over again. And I am supposed to trust this entity called God, like this entity called God, believe this entity called God, and not hate this entity called God. Then you have the judgment from the pastor who's supposed to be all crazy faith, supposed to give you that money, which increased because of their attitude or whatever. They're supposed to help you in the church. And thank God I'm not Christian anymore. And they are not encouraging you spiritually or helping you. They're tearing you down. And these are the people God said He's going to use. God is going to deliver through. Give me. And I must like and trust God and not hate Him after nearly 2 years. As of March 15 this year would make it 2 years. Nearly 2 years. You think I'm not supposed to hate God? I'm not apologetic about my statement. I'm not apologetic about my stance. In fact, I'll be in that same stance at this very moment. At this very moment. If it wasn't for my disdain for my situation, that I'm done. I'm gonna get a fucking lawyer. And then while searching, I couldn't deny how God did it because I knew it was God. The lawyer himself said the voice tell him to answer the phone while he was in mid-conversation. And then while speaking to the lawyer, show me how illegal the acts that have been done that I didn't even know were illegal. There were things I just feel was just wrong, but I didn't know it was illegal by law. Then the things I do know was illegal would give me what God said. Not just give me what God said. God showed me, hey, you won't just get that. You'll get this. Write it down. And I was like, oh. And as much as I was about to get these things and it looked like delivery was coming, there was some delay. And I'm like, God, you see. Then he showed me, and keep showing me, hey, trust me, it's for what you wrote down a year ago. And keep saying, I'm making sure it delivers. I was like, okay, let me see. So because these disgusting Christians, Adventists, disgusting vermin, decide that they know better than me, a 27-year-old, it will be their demise for the acts they've done to me. And I was like, oh, okay. As if they didn't go as far as they did so often and God came and delivered quickly, I wouldn't have the grounds to get the things that I get and put them in their place once and for all. Mind you, these people have been doing it for years to other people in the church for years. The things they're doing to me. So it's like God's like, enough is enough and I'm going to use you. So that's the only reason I'm not still saying I hate God and proudly saying it at this moment. At this moment. And let's be clear. If God doesn't, and I know the timeline that God has shown me, and I'm seeing things that show that the timeline will be honored and He will deliver within that timeline, which is very short. I have no remorse, no problem with going back to the I hate God profiles and preaching about hating that being entity called God of the Bible and stop talking about no kingdom or religion. Honestly, I would care less. So to those who are ready to tell me, Danielle, you need to stop, change, bring your heart back to God. Danielle, you need to repent. You need to. I hope you're watching this. And I hope you understand. I don't give a fuck. Repeat after me. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, Daniel doesn't. So whatever your opinion of me is, none and void to me. I hated God so much that I disliked going to heaven. Because if I hate God, why the fuck would I want to spend eternity with Him? And I don't have a problem going back to that statement and stance anytime soon. And don't come to me and talk about I'm atheist. Atheist is denying the existence of God. I'm not denying the existence of God. I'm acknowledging God exists, but I hate everything about Him by saying that statement. So it wouldn't be atheist. It wouldn't be agnostic either, because they were saying there's an entity called something, but it's not God of the Bible. I'm saying it's God of the Bible. But I hate it, and it's not a devil worshiper, because I didn't say I love the devil. Devil worship doesn't have to hate God to worship the devil. They just need to love the devil to worship the devil. I may not even know who God is. I know who God is. I spend time with God. So if I know and choose to hate Him, it's none of those things. I guess it's a new identity of its own. But as I said, that's not entirely the statement I'm at right now. I'm at the we'll see about what you're going to do now, God. Not a I hate God, nor a yes, Jesus, hallelujah, let's see what you do. It's more like, alright, this is your last chance. I see what you were doing now. I do not like it, but I give it a chance because you show me how it will deliver, and it will deliver very soon. So, okay. let's go. That's simply where I'm at. Just literally where I'm at. And I'm unapologetic about it. Let's be clear. Not a Christian, too. Let's remember that. Let's make sure we emphasize on that and never forget that I am not a Christian.